Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. How art thou, everyone? No, just waiting on a couple of people in here because I'm definitely needing to see what's going on. Talking about a learning test. I'm in business etiquette. Okay, there's 5 questions. Hey. Starts off saying, politeness and consideration for others is like investing pennies and getting dollars back. That's by Thomas Sowell, Creator Syndicate. Perhaps the most vital area of etiquette involves the ways in which you handle yourself in business environments. Yes, you might start in the proverbial mailroom, but if you want to succeed in any company, your business manners better reflect the best practices of the boardroom. Making the right impression will favorably impact your ability to get ahead of years for years to come. And we got our first man to answer. Sorry.
Yo,
How are you?
I'm good. You can hear me this time?
Yes, man.
Can you hear me this time?
I can.
All right, because in the other room, couldn't hear me. Anyway, so what's up?
Not much. Just waiting on this book called the Man Test. So I'm trying to see from the men's perspective, like how manly are you?
I am going to fail this test.
It says on the sorry. It says on here on a pencil, how manly are you? It's hundreds of questions to test everything a real man should know. All right, so show if you are a real man, you should be able to answer these questions. Apparently. Oh God, I cannot. I cannot do. All right, so I'll reread what I read in the beginning. It starts off by saying, politeness and consideration for others is like investing pennies and getting dollars back. That's by Thomas Sowell, Creator Syndicate. Okay. Perhaps the most vital area of etiquette involves the ways in which you handle yourself in business environments. Yes, you might start in the proverbial mailroom, but if you want to succeed in any company, your business manners better reflect the best practices of the boardroom. Making the right impression will favorably impact your ability to get ahead for years to come. Now, I can't get over the cover. All right, so you ready? Hello.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right. Question number 1: is this true or false? You invite one of your vendors to lunch as you are the customer.
Looks like somebody gave you a
Yes.
phone call, huh?
No.
You gotta go? Okay.
Were you able to hear the whole question?
Nope.
Okay. Is this true or false? You invite one of your vendors to lunch. You invite one of your vendors to lunch. As you are the customer, it's appropriate for him to pick up the tab. Is that true or false?
Wait. As I'm the customer of the vendor, is it? What's the question at the end?
You invite one of your vendors to lunch. You inviting
Yeah, I got that. I'm talking about the question. The
oh
question at the end about the tab.
as you are the customer, it's appropriate for him, your vendor, to pick up the tab.
Oh.
Is this true or false?
I invited you to lunch. It's okay for him to pick the tab since I'm the customer. No, it's false.
Correct. Even though you're the customer, if you did the inviting, you should expect to pay. If the vendor insists on paying, however, reluctantly give in, but state that you had expected to pay because the invitation for lunch came from you. Good job. Now, you're about to introduce a senior executive to a junior executive. It's appropriate to introduce them in this manner. A. Mr. Senior Executive, this is Mr. Junior Executive. B. Mr. Junior Executive, this is Mr. Senior Executive. Or C. Start with the person who extends his hand first.
That is one of the stupidest things I've ever fucking heard. This is some European shit, isn't it? This comes from Europe. This is that dumb manners shit, right?
Yeah,
Like
this is
the
business etiquette.
politeness
This is
and doing
business
curtsies
etiquette.
and stuff like that.
You said what?
Oh my god. All right, let me try. Ay caramba.
Caramba,
Let's see. Okay, so Mr. Junior Executive, this is Mr. Senior Executive. Mr. Senior Executive, this is Mr. Junior Executive. Or whoever extends their hand first.
mm-hmm.
Uh, Hold on, let me think about this. Because I don't give a rat's ass. Right? Hold on for 1 second. Let me try something.
I want to get this book so bad because this is funny. Do you need me to read it again just in case? Oh no. Sounds like a buzzing. A buzzer. Okay. Uh, for those of you that just were coming into the room, I'm I'm reading out of a hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Or can I hear you? Oh god, this is funny. Are you there?
All right, I'm going to try this one more time.
I can hear you now.
All right, I'm back in the saddle. Apologies for that retarded trip I just took into nowhere. Okay, so the question is a business meeting between a senior executive and a junior executive. Who do I introduce first? Do I say junior
Yes.
executive to senior executive? Do I say uh,
Yeah,
senior
it
executive
says
is Mr. Junior executive, or do I uh,
start with the person who extends his hand first.
introduce whoever started first, right? Whoever
Yes.
extends their hand first. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. Hold on. This is really upsetting me.
Well, that's what it says in here. So, do you, you want to use a lifeline?
There we go. Okay, look, no, it's just my freaking technology is cutting out. All right, all right. You know, I'm trying to experiment with all these different headphones. Okay, so question number 2. I'm gonna go with number 3. That whoever extend. Wait, let me put myself in this scenario. I don't ever get into that scenario. Let me see.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Let's say
I have no idea. I'm gonna go
you
with number
bring
3.
start with the person who extends his hand first.
Yeah.
Well, that is wrong. Let me tell you why. You have to do
It's Mr.
you do the Mr. Senior
Mr. Senior
Executive.
Executive.
This is
Here's the
Junior
Mr. Junior
Executive
Executive. Yeah, I know.
because seniority
I just want
rules here.
yeah, I wanted to get the question. Oh, go. I'm because you know what? I don't give a crap about that. I'm a senior executive. I'm the
I'm
managing
having a
director
hard
of my
time
business.
hearing you.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
now we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't operate like that. That's all.
Okay, so then it goes off and says, when introducing one or two people to a group, always introduce the group to the individuals. For example, Bill, Joe, Sarah, and Julie, I'd like you to meet Kate. Follow these rules in social situations. Always introduce the man to the woman, e.g., Jerry, please take a moment to meet my good friend Jessica. When introducing two people of greatly different ages, always introduce the younger person to the older one, e.g., like an example, sorry, Grandpa, I'd like you to meet my best friend from school, Joey Smith. Right? Now, question number 3. Is this true or false? At business functions requiring name badges, the badge should always be worn on your left side.
All right, we're done with this man test. Uh, we're done with this man test. Like, who 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 wrote these freaking? This is I don't have any idea. This is dumb. I have no idea whatsoever what they're talking about. This is
Okay.
this is
Okay.
this is an insult to real manhood.
So, okay. So they have different
Whatever, whatever that is.
they have they have different sections in here, and then it's kind of like, they have one that's called dating and relationships. Um, they have what wedding etiquette. They have table manners. You want to do table manners?
I'm not so sure about that, but we
You
are
said
going to
what?
do something. Hold on. That's what I say. I say, hold on.
Okay. Oh, they got telephone and texting too. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, this is so hilarious. Oh God, they got one for drugs. Marijuana is essentially a harmless drug that is safe to use in moderation. Is it? I mean, I believe it's true. Shoot. Oh, that's messed up.
Okay. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing? They got one on drugs. They
Huh?
got one. They got one on
All right.
fitness. Ooh, you
Hold
want
on.
to do a fitness one? Maybe that one's a little easier. Not
Yeah.
easier, but just more in your thing. You do the fitness. You like doing fitness.
Huh?
You like doing fitness, right?
Well, I like. What about fitness?
They have a fitness area.
Who, me?
No, in the man test book,
Oh.
they have a fitness spot. Okay. This is funny. This is hilarious. I'm sorry.
I'm glad.
This
I'm
book is
glad.
so hilarious. This book is so funny. I kind of want to get it just because. And then I have another book. It's called How to Drag a Body and Other Safety Tips You Hope to Never Need.
All right. How is this right now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Perfectly.
Gosh, I'm just having such a difficult time with my technology. All right. Okay, I'm totally done with the man test. I fail. Okay, I fail. Okay, as soon as we start talking about who you should introduce first in business, and I don't even know what that other nonsense was. All right,
Okay.
I don't know what kind of traditional, crazy wackadoo stuff they're trying to have people conform to. What is this? This book is called The Man Test.
Yeah, it's called the man
It's
test. How
called
men
it's it's
you.
called that.
Yeah.
Yep. Apparently, I'm not a man
It says hundreds of
because I don't
questions. That's everything a real man should know. How manly are you?
because I don't even want to answer the questions anymore. You see, that's how over it I am.
Why are you?
I can't because it's too difficult. Why would you do that? Why would you go to the bookstore and get this bookstore? I get this book and then
Because it was just sitting there.
you put me on the spot like that and make me answer some
You're,
crazy ass
you're
questions
the
for all the world to hear
you're the one who came on here
li-
and
live
accepted what.
live on wisdom. How dare you? This is a travesty.
But you're the one who accepted the test.
And I demand answers.
You said what?
Demand answers. Who's the author of that book? That ridiculous book. So who's the author of this ridiculous
All
book?
right, it's okay. I gotta go to the Columbia store anyway.
Who's the author of this ridiculous book?
Oh, who's the author? It
Yeah,
is
don't make me answer again.
Robert Dodenhoff. Dodenhoff. I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
No, I can't.
Well, he can go Dodenhoff. He can go Dodenhoff himself.
I can't. I just can't. I can't. Oh my god. That was funny.
I mean, if you say so, but just don't. That's not the kind of book that you want to, start bringing questions to me about, just for future reference.
Okay, I won't.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
Public humiliation. What did I do to you?
I, didn't- I didn't
To
publicly
deserve
humiliate you. Which,
to deserve such horrendous uh, treatment? Like you might as well. You know, I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. You should. Okay.
you said what?
It's I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. I think I need to. I think I need to eat my brunch.
Okay. Look, the next time you see a man test, just don't accept the offer to answer the question.
You know what I'm really hating? I think that we're all dead. Like, how is it that I don't remember so many connectivity problems in my life before with mobile, and I could swear that like technology is supposed to get better as time goes along.
That's what I know. That's what I've thought.
But everybody, because we've been doing social audio a lot, right? And so everybody, all the time, the biggest thing that happens all the time is like connectivity. I can't hear you. What'd you say? All the time. You go to any room, any show, anywhere. There's always that issue, right? Something's not working right. Oh, have we gone down that path now that people are trying to throw apps and stuff out there so quickly that they don't give a shit about the quality of like what is going on?
I
I
don't know.
really am having a difficult time understanding. It's everywhere. everywhere. Yep. So I failed the man test. So I said, I mean, so who? What does my opinion matter? I'm not a man.
It's
I failed the man
it's your
test.
opinion.
I failed.
It's a
I
you
failed
didn't
before I
fail.
even started.
You didn't
Yeah,
fail.
it's called a forfeit. You ever heard of a forfeit?
Forfeit.
Yeah. Forfeit. Forfeit.
You forfeited it
It
this
means
test.
I quit.
You quit.
I I don't want to do it.
Okay, okay. It's okay. I'm not in store no more. I was I
I
was
don't,
enjoying
I
the
don't,
music
I
though.
don't want. What music?
It was playing
In the background here?
no the background
Oh, you mean at
music inside the bookstore.
the bookstore that you're at?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a bookstore.
That's the most ridiculous test ever.
Um, yeah, I'm not. So go ahead and find the woman test book. And see how
There
you
is
like
no
that.
it was just the band test that I saw.
All right. Let me ask you some woman test questions.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
down.
I
Go
bet you, I
ahead.
bet you I can make up some questions right now that are just as valid as that ridiculous book that you picked up on the shelf. Did you really actually hold that book in your hands for that long?
Yeah.
You need to go. You need to go wash your hands. You have to go wash your hands.
I want you to challenge me.
Dirty, dirty book.
Go ahead, challenge
A
me.
dirty book. All right. Question number one.
Hmm.
A guy asks you on a date, and then, but he says he after you guys talk, he decides that maybe you should drive, right? So you'll pick him up for this date. So you go to his house and you knock on his door, right? He says to come up for a moment because he's still getting dressed. So you go to his door. He opens up. His shirt is kind of like is unbuttoned a little bit, and he's like, "Hey, you want to come in? I'm just trying to get dressed." He's like, "I have," and he has two glasses of wine and some red wine and some white wine, and asks you which one you want. Do you go in and drink some wine, or do you say no? I'll wait in the car.
Um, I'll say no. I'll wait in the car because it's the first time meeting the person. So
All right, you're a woman. You passed. You passed the test. See how ridiculous? But then if I were to
and
ask you something,
one because I don't
something
drink
like this.
wine. Two because I don't.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what about so then one of these ridiculous questions that were in that book, I'll ask you something like that. Okay. So that was just a warm up question. Okay.
Okay.
So now here's the.
Did you see it? See what? Yeah.
What,
Look at the picture. That's cute. Do you like that? That's adorbs. It's a nice color. Do you like that? Yeah. The,
all right.
I'm getting tested. The woman.
Well, I'm done. I don't even know. I don't have. I can't. I can't conjure up questions that are equally as stupid as I am. Like I just can't operate at that level.
Okay.
What I mean, let's look at.
If you,
I'm not going to answer them, but did you already put the book away?
yeah.
You got hand sanitizer.
Yes.
So you know what? I was going to ask you to go, look at some other of the questions from there, but never mind.
I
Um,
can. I
I
can
mean,
go back and go look for it.
but you know what? It's a bad idea. Bad idea.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not worth. It's not worth going back for. It's not worth going back for.
Why not?
It's not. and I think that we should call this a just take this loss and just file it away under under lost manhood, failed manhood test. Why don't you, somebody else? Hey, hello out there in Wisdom Land. Come on and answer these questions. Who
Would
dares
anybody else
to
like to
speak?
come up and answer this man test question?
Yeah, who wants to make her go back and get that insane book? So, what bookstore are you in?
I got
What bookstore?
they got
What
different
bookstore is
sections.
that?
They got the wedding, they got wedding
Yeah, but
etiquette.
what bookstore? What's the name of the bookstore?
The bookstore is called Book Warehouse.
Very, very creative name for a bookstore, by the way, everybody. Book Warehouse, everyone.
I follow them now
Award
on
for most creative bookstore name
uh,
on the planet. Book Warehouse, everybody. Book Warehouse. Book Warehouse. Good name. Good name.
would any other gentleman like to come up and answer these questions for the man test? Well,
I mean, I know it's not going to be any consolation to any of you gentlemen, but I failed. I couldn't. I quit before I even answered question number 3. I just could. After question number 2, I was done. It's like I was overwhelmed with feelings of insecurity and overwhelmed with feelings of insecurity
it's
and
only
what else?
like for the business etiquette area. There's only 5 questions, 2 true or false, and 3 multiple choice. So
So,
that's the deal of it.
well,
I found it again. Yay!
well, I don't. All right, well, they're scared. Bunch of chickens,
Yeah.
turkeys.
Gobble
These
gobble.
turkeys don't want to come and answer. Don't want to come and answer the questions.
They probably they probably heard like part of the question and just like, you know what, this is some bullshit.
That's right, for real. It is. Because you guys are right. You guys are right. It is some BS. We want to hang out,
So
talk about that.
okay, so on the book it says questions that everybody should know to show a real man, like the real man that you are. And then
Yeah.
and on a pencil on top cover it says, "How manly are you?" I don't
Yep.
see.
It's that kind of.
I've only seen the what is it called? I've only seen the cover and everything of it, so I don't I don't know exactly like. But they have a different kind of etiquette questions in there, sections. They have different parts to it. I'm going back in here. I'm going back. I'm gonna see if I can find a one for the women. Hopefully I can. Hello again. Okay. So the man test was over here.
Who was that you were talking to earlier? Did your parents come into the store?
No, I talked to my parents, but I'm gonna go meet them at work or and then I walked back over here. I'm getting my exercise of the day. Okay. Yeah, they don't have any women tests. Sorry. I don't see any I don't see any women tests for you.
All right. Well, there's probably not going to be any. You know better.
Okay.
They know better. Not going to do it.
There's different sections. that can be used. They got self-defense, they got outdoor survival, urban survival, grooming, clothing, personal health, fitness, sex and birth control, alcohol, drugs. You got laundry and ironing. There's many different types of questions that you can use or you can see from here. They got table manners and telephone and texting, all different kinds. So, did you want to try something else? You got general negotiating.
General negotiation. All right.
It starts off with a little quote, and it's a quote from John F. Kennedy.
All right, let me put my other shirt back on because of my lack of fat on my body. I'm so super cold in Starbucks. Hold on.
While he's doing that, is there any other man that would like to try the test as well? He's gonna be trying a different part of the. But would anybody else like to join in and chime in on this test and give me your answers?
Every time that I drop body weight, it takes a little while for my body heat mechanism to catch up, and so I just get really cold all the time, but only for a little while, and then my body will catch up, and then I get cold again. So when I finally settle, comfortable body weight.
Okay.
So what you got? What book is that? What are we reading?
We're reading General Negotiating.
What is it?
General neg-
General negotiating. Okay. Now, is this negotiating for generals, or does it mean a broad way of negotiating? I just
It's
want to be
just a
clear.
broad way of negotiating.
Okay, because I'm not a general.
I know you're not a general. I'm not either. It starts off with saying, "Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate," by John F. Kennedy. Why negotiate? Well, the truth is, you don't have to. If you pay for what others are asking, you won't have to engage in any back and forth haggling. You'll also be out a lot of more money and spending a great deal more over the long run than you have to. How good are you getting? How good are you at getting the best deal on a purchase? With the right skills, you might be able to save a few dollars off your weekly grocery bill, or perhaps thousands of dollars when buying a car or home. You may even improve your income when negotiating a salary. But to get your best deal, you need to first know the elements of a good negotiation. Now, there's a there's a couple of questions.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It says the price of an item you want to buy is not displayed. To negotiate the best deal, you should A. Not ask a specific price, just offer a price you're willing to pay. B. Ask him exactly what he wants. Or C. Be vague and talk about the price of similar items sold elsewhere. Here we go. Hey, right. The guns and pull it up the sky. When you're wondering why the sky when cold before you fire the
I think I
gun.
need to read some new books.
I mean, there's lots of books in here, so let's see.
Really? Because I could have swore you told me you were in a bookstore.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah. So I can't figure out why they would have a lot of books there. It's so strange for you to say that.
You're welcome.
Um,
Come to think of it,
let's see.
honestly, I can go on and
Um,
on. I can never natural phenomenon. The ties, the grass, the ground.
yeah,
All right. Huh?
I have in this negotiation scenario. I really don't know, but let me think about this.
Okay, so
Um, I offer the price that I want to pay.
you're welcome. Would you know?
That's what I would do.
Okay, so they got.
Okay, I'm answering the question.
You said what?
I'm answering the question. I would offer my price first. The price I want to pay first.
You would? Okay.
No,
Let's see. Give me a second. Let me find it one more
I have no idea.
time. Okay, so you would
But that's
ask
the answer
for.
I'm going to go with.
You would ask. So you would ask him
No,
exactly what he wants.
no. I would tell him the price I want to pay.
Oh. Okay. Well, the answer to the question is actually ask him exactly what he wants. Because by not asking for the price, you may end up paying more. If you start by offering what you're willing to pay, even if you think it's ridiculously low, you risk the fact that he might have quoted you on an even lower price.
Wow, that to me makes sense. But I just learned something new about negotiating.
There you go. Okay. Okay, so this is a true or false. So this is an easier one.
Okay,
When negotiating for anything, it always helps to get emotionally involved.
what's that supposed to mean, Sarah? Huh?
When,
It's got to be easy for me. I failed a man test, and I'm going to fail everything in your eyes.
when, neg-
I'm a,
when
I'm a
negotiating for
failure now.
anything, it always helps to get emotionally involved. True or false?
This is true or false?
Yes.
Oh, definitely. It definitely helps to get emotionally involved because then you end up punching that dude in the face
So you're saying true.
who tried to get your money. No, of course that's not true. That's
Okay,
false.
well, you are right because it says you want to stay emotionally neutral when negotiating a purchase. The moment you say to yourself, "I have to have this," you're lost. You've lost. Your ability to negotiate greatly from that moment on is compromised as you've lost the walk away option.
Yeah.
You did very well.
That's how I always usually just start every negotiation. Is I just walk away. Like I just walk up to somebody and shake their hand, and I just walk away.
Yeah.
That's how I negotiate.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to.
even say anything. Like just shake their hand and turn around and walk away. They're like, "What are you doing?" I just don't answer them. And I go home. End of negotiation. Like that can't be it. Come on.
So you want more?
I only answered one question correctly. Well, I mean, I'm 1 for 1 right now, and you gave me an easy question for number 2.
That was easy?
Let's see the tiebreaker here. Let's see if I'm a negotiator or not.
Okay.
Come on,
All right.
tiebreaker, tiebreaker.
When the okay. The most effective actually, let me do it like this one. Which of the following is not considered
What?
a negative in a negotiation? Not considered. Now, trying to win at all costs,
Okay.
failure to understand the other person, blaming the other party when things aren't going well, or maintaining unwavering focus on the desired outcome.
Come on, this is too easy.
Which one is it?
It's the last one.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Maintain focus. I mean, look, this test was obviously.
You can negotiate. You're a negotiator.
How many questions was that? That was only two, and you gave me two easy ass questions that I got the answer for.
Okay, so
Okay, best 3 out of 5. Let's go.
it's okay. What two elements are most important when negotiating any purchase? Time and information, price and color, or seller's attitude and buyer's emotion?
So what are the three choices?
You said what?
What are the three choices?
Time and information, price and
The three.
color,
Yeah.
seller's attitude and buyer's emotion.
To go with the last one again, seller's
That is
attitude, buyer's emotion.
it is time and information.
What?
It is time and information.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was saying that it's not the other two. And I was just I was just naming them off in alphabetical order.
Uh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, each time you make a concession in a negotiation, you should A, act irritated and threaten to stop negotiating, B, ask for something in return, or try to wrap up the negotiation at the time.
Ask for something in return.
You are correct. Okay.
I'm giving you something. Give me something, nigga.
So, okay. When the seller first states the price of something you want,
Why do people use that word so much?
I have no clue.
That's like slang. All right. Just checking.
when
All right.
when the seller first states the price of something you want, you should A, say something like, "That's pretty reasonable," so you maintain a I'm sorry. A, say something like, "That's pretty reasonable," so you maintain a positive negotiation. B, flinch. Here is that the price is so high, no matter how inexpensive you might think it is. Or C, say, "You got a deal," and complete the purchase.
A, first one.
No, it is B.
What's the first one again?
Well, the first one was say something like, "That's pretty reasonable," so you maintain a positive negotiation. But the actual answer is B, flinch, and appear amazed that the price is so high.
Okay, you know what? This is not negotiation. This is manipulation.
Look at me. I would never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. All right, so do you want a different?
I want you to keep singing. You have a beautiful
uh,
voice.
they're playing Mulan now.
Oh, all that Disney. See, where does that score on the man test?
You said what?
Where does that score on the man test? Where I'm able to ask you to keep singing because you have a beautiful voice. Does that make me a man?
That makes you a man, yes. I give you 100 for sarcasm.
Silly little, and that horrifying, ego destroying man test.
You want to do is outdoor survival?
That toxic tome in the bookstore. Oh shit! I'm definitely gonna die. Let's do it.
That's so dead. Okay. It starts off with saying, we all knew there was just one way to improve our odds for survival. Train, train, train. Sometimes if your training is properly intense, it will kill you. More often, much, much more often, it will save your life. By Richard Marcinko. Now, a bear is about to attack. You should A. Run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. B. Slowly back away, speaking softly, avoiding eye contact. C. Stand tall, act aggressive, and shout at the bear. Or D. Slowly back away, speak loudly, and stare the bear down.
There's no there's no try to drop kick the bear option.
There's no what?
Attempt to drop kick the bear.
No.
So nowhere in this multiple choice does it give me the option to attack the bear.
No.
All right, that's silly. All right, what are my real options again? Run away,
A is run as
right?
fast as you can in the opposite direction. B. Slowly back away,
Mm-hmm.
speaking softly, avoiding eye contact. C. Stand tall, act aggressive, and shout at the bear. Or D. Slowly back away, speak loudly, and stare the bear down.
I mean, I know that bears are really fast because one chased me before, and it climbed up a tree.
Mm.
Um, let's see. I'm gonna go with back away slowly, staring at the bear and yelling. Right, that's what I would do. I'd be backing up, be like, "You stupid fucking bear,
So
come and get me! Come and get me, bear!"
you would pick B.
Whichever one is backing away slowly and yelling at the bear, that's the one I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, it is actually B. Stare slowly back away, speaking softly, and avoid eye contact. Whatever you do, do not run. You'll
That's,
only inspire him to chase you. Can't outrun a bear.
yeah, I'm gonna have to politely decline. I'm gonna yell at the bear.
Okay. In spite of your actions, the bear attacks anyway. You should A. Free yourself and run away as fast as you can. B. Fight by targeting its eyes and neck. C. Try to climb a nearby tree. Or D.
No, that shit don't work.
D. Lie face down, legs spread apart with your hands covering the back of your neck.
I mean, that's what they say. Okay, that's the one. That's like probably the real answer. But I would try to go for his throat and eyes.
So you're gonna pick B. Fight by targeting its eyes and neck.
Yeah,
Well, you had it right the first time, which was D. Lie face down, legs spread apart, hands covering the back of your neck.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Suddenly and without warning, a shark attacks. What should you do? A. Repeatedly hit the shark on the snout. B. Try to fight, just swim away as fast as possible. Dumb. C. Dab your hands shut, ears, and eyes. Or D. Play dead.
So what was number three?
Repeatedly dab your hand into the shark's gills and or eye.
There you go. That's going to be the real answer. But what was the other? What were the other three answers?
C. Don't try to fight, just swim away as fast as possible and play dead.
Okay. So what was number one?
Repeatedly hit the spot on snout.
Yeah, you see, so going for the gills and eyes and hitting him on the snout both work. But I'm going to go with gills and eyes because I'm a rather violent person, so I think I'm going to go with that one.
And you were correct. Mm. Okay. It talks about all the what are they called? Edible wild plants in here.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Now, true or false? You lose most of your body heat through your head.
True.
It's false.
Yeah, because you lose most of your body heat through your genitals.
For
Does it tell you where you really lose most of your body heat?
no, it says for some reason this rumor has circulated for years.
What?
It says for some reason this rumor has circulated for years.
Yeah, it has. But where does it really? Where do you really lose heat from your body?
I don't know. It doesn't say it.
Yeah, that's the thing people used to say all the time, simply because of the retarded fact that when you're standing out in the cold, you can see steam coming off your head, so more than other parts of your body. So everybody thinks that.
Okay. So we're gonna go into bullying.
But do you know what the do you know what the real process is
What?
called when people? Do you know what the real process is called when people give off body heat or
No.
to keep its body temperature in a certain way? It's called thermal regulation.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of homeostasis and equilibrium. So it keeps the organism into well equilibrium in a state that is is conducive to like homeostasis, that so their body functions properly. Mm. Anyway, it's like the only thing I know.
Hmm. Okay. Mm.
But it's probably, I mean, isn't there something? Didn't years ago we learned in like elementary school or something that like the skin is the biggest organ on the body, right?
Mhm.
Or the at least it covers all the so maybe the correct answer would be skin, but I don't know. All right, so are we still on survival?
No, we're not on survival anymore. They
What
have
book are we on?
you actually passed in the survival techniques.
Okay, barely, but
You did, but you did. So you know how to survive.
I mean, lots of people know how to survive. Whether they actually will or not is another story.
That is true. That is very true. I'm going to
All
be
right,
meeting up with my parents at the moment, so I am heading out
all
to the
right,
bookstore, sadly.
all right. So we're gonna shut this down. No more questions for me. No more inquisitive for now. No more
No.
inquisition to demean me and break me down and cut off my testicles with this insane man test. You see, the first problem you did was that when you put the title here, you put men in lowercase letters with the word for. So basically, automatically, that shows that you are a man-hating pseudo-feminist.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to get it in there.
No, that's what he said.
I wonder if any ladies know how to
Totally went,
these questions.
totally went over your head.
Imagine it's like so in front of this one store it says your man called and said buy any
What? What are they doing to people these days? Now that's a man test right there, if I ever seen one.
It's from it's in front of Palmetto Moon. It says on the signage it has your man called and said buy anything you want. So that means what? That the ladies go in there and buy anything they want because the man called and they got that.
All right, so maybe there go the gender roles. So like there we go again with these gender roles. Right? It's like, oh yeah, he's man. He must do this. He give you money. He give you man give you all the money.
Okay,
And you, yeah,
I got a joke though. I got a man joke
okay. Oh,
because
geez.
this is full of men in this joke. All right. So a taxi driver drives up to the bar and picks up these three gentlemen. They're drunk, and he knows that they're drunk. So he tries to have fun with them. He turns on the car and then, hits gets the meter, and then once the meter as soon as he turns the car on, he turns it off. Turns the car off, turns the meter off and everything. The first guy gives him the money and walks out. The second guy says thank you and walks out. The third guy smacks him in the head. The driver looks at him like, "What's that for?" And then the third guy's like, "Watch your speed next time. You almost killed us." But they didn't go anywhere.
What the hell? Okay, see, I missed some key element in that joke because I failed to join you in your laughing marathon over here.
Sorry.
I thought I was going to get on board this train at some point in time, but I failed to. I didn't get that. There's something I missed.
Three drunk guys, they call a taxi. The taxi driver drives up and he only goes up like just a few feet, right? With the three drunk people in the back.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
he stops and turns off the car after driving just a few feet, not too much, and turns off the car. First guy says, "Thank you, have a nice day." Walks out the cab. Second guy gives him money and walks out. The third guy smacks him in the face or the head, and the driver looks at him like, "What was that for?" And he says, "Watch your speed next time. You almost killed us." But he didn't go anywhere. He didn't go anywhere.
see, you see this? I get, but I still fail. Fail, just like I failed the man test. I still fail to see the humor
It's,
in that joke. Are you
the,
sure you're telling it right?
yes,
All
the
right.
drunk. These are drunk people, and he's trying to have fun with the drunk people. The cab driver is trying to have fun with the drunk people. So that's basically.
Yeah, I get that. I still don't think he's funny.
Oh, okay. All right.
I still don't think the guy who got smacked in his head, who smacked a guy, he just assaulted somebody, smacked him in the head, and then he's like, "You almost killed us." I don't know. You had me. I was having fun. Up until that joke. I'm just joking. Don't take it personally. Why are you getting up? Don't cry. Why are you gonna cry?
Huh?
Why are you crying?
I said like the
Don't cry.
backpack is beautiful, and I'm looking at a shirt that says "Fet Slut."
That's like how does that spell?
FETSLUCK. Now switch out if you switch the L and the F, that's what it means.
Okay, come on. You know what? Enough with the vulgar jokes. Okay, there are children in Starbucks.
Do you get it?
Yeah, I do. I'm
It's
still not
basically
amused.
it basically reads out "Let's fuck," but you switch out the L and the F.
Are you
on a
really
shirt.
trying to explain this joke to me?
That's what it said on the shirt.
Are you really explaining this to me? You really see? Ever since I failed that man test when I quit in front of it, you really think I'm dumb now, don't you? So you have to explain
No,
everything to me. You think I'm
no,
really stupid and that I'm not a
no.
man because I failed the man test. And here I thought we were cool.
That's not it. That's not it. I just, I didn't know if you I didn't know if you understood what I was saying. Like, if
I thought we
you
were
couldn't
cool.
hear me.
Oh, I thought we were cool. I thought we were friends.
I just,
I thought we were going
we are,
places. And then you
we
pu- and then
are.
you pulled this and then you pulled this man test on me in front of people, no less.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't even make it past the first question. Okay, I got maybe the first question. And I was gonna try to fake it.
Your timing is about to go out. Come back in, please.
All right. Yeah.
But it's like I am your friend. Oh no. Hello.
Oh yeah.
I am your friend though. I am your friend. I don't think you're dumb. You know I don't think you're dumb.
That's pretty decent Eastern European accent there. But I don't know if we can do that.
I
You
don't
know,
know. Probably not.
because people if you start making voices and stuff like that of like accents, then you're gonna be called a racist.
I'm not being racist though. I'm not a
Yeah, but
racist. Not a racist.
that's what they're gonna say.
No.
They're gonna say it, whoever they are.
Hey, you know when people trip and fall,
Hey, okay.
they actually don't trip and fall just because the floor wants a hug.
Really?
Yeah, the floor wants a hug, so you just go to give them a hug.
Is
I'm a clumsy
is that what
person. I
past?
fall a lot, so I
So you're
understand it.
a floor hugger?
I'm a floor hugger.
I would recommend changing to trees. It's a little bit more healthy option.
Well,
Hug the
yeah,
trees.
but then like the trees have all these, I don't know. I'm also
I don't know,
I'm a tree
leaves,
hugger, floor hugger.
branches.
I'm a tree hug floor. Okay. I'm a tree. I'm a tree hugger and a floor hugger.
Yeah. You know, which one? So, if you had a choice, if you had to make a choice, who would you hug? Who would you choose to hug first, the trees or the floor?
The trees. I'd hug the
So
trees, but
settle
then
them.
the floor is right after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really have to stop eating.
Now, okay. This is hold on, give me 1 second. Let me look this one up.
What is it? Another joke?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay. I have a question. One question.
Okay.
Now,
It's possible I won't answer it. It's in my best interest.
what? No, not that one. Not that one either. What is Kevlar used for? Bulletproof vest,
Um,
making bullets.
Making pancakes.
It's a
Yeah, they have these. They have these new. They have these new non-stick, non-scratch cookware, and it has Kevlar. So Kevlar is made for cookware.
So it's reflective material.
No, I mean people use it in bulletproof vests, but I'm going to say cookware. Cookware. That's my final answer.
Okay. It only gives you four choices. It's bulletproof vests, making bullets, a radio jamming device used by the military, or reflective material.
Cookware. But
We're on here.
but since I once took a bunch of those pans with the Kevlar in it, and I put some duct tape and duct taped them to my body, and then I got into a shootout with some criminals who were trying to rob a bank. So I'm gonna have to go with number one. Kevlar is made for use for bulletproof vests.
Bulletproof vest. Not telling me if
Is that the answer?
I don't know. I have no clue actually.
How could you how could you do that?
I wasn't trying to do it like that. I thought it was supposed to give me the answer. It's mean. It was
Is this in a book?
no.
Where did you find this question?
It's on.
Wait, what? You say you made it up?
Found it online.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ew. I don't know what this is. It gives me. It says quiz for guys about girl products.
Wow. Might be one that I could actually pass.
Really?
Possible.
Oh, that hurt. Okay, so let's see what it says on here. Start quiz. Okay, you know those rollers that girls use?
Yeah.
What is it used for?
Curling their hair.
No, not those kind of rollers. I'm talking about the one that they use on like the skin.
Um. Okay.
Is it to remove dead skin, these dark circles of not a girl product, trick question, or red wax even?
Yeah. The problem is you were breaking up a lot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's just before. At the moment, you were
Oh,
breaking up a lot.
okay. Is it to remove dead skin cells, reduce dark circles on under eyes or on the skin on the face? Is it to spread acne, or it's not a girl product?
It doesn't sound like a girl product to me.
Well, it's to the girls use it to reduce like puffiness and dark circles on the skin.
So let's just conclude that I don't know anything.
No, you do know. You do know. Every
Like,
you
like, how do I get on wisdom and try to pretend I teach anybody anything, or be like a top mentor? Take away my top mentor badge. I don't deserve it.
you do deserve it. Don't worry. Don't say that. You deserve it more than just as much as everybody on here deserves it.
You know what? You're just being nice.
Am I? Am I really?
Now I'm questioning
No, I'm being serious though. You deserve it just as much as everybody else does.
it. All right, well, that's enough flattery.
Okay. Um, I'm looking for the Michael Kors shop.
I really, speaking of flattery, though, I really do like your voice is awesome.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, which voice?
When you were singing.
Oh, Disney. And Disney, they were playing Disney songs constantly. No, so yeah, we're about to get some ice cream.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how uh, how these puns are gonna be with sheep con dip de guacamole. Sheep con dip de guacamole. ¿O te quieres comer en el camino? Yo estoy todavía llena. Y yo comemos un mantecado que te como una batida. It's better, no? What? Oh, you trying to go to the Ghirardelli? Okay.
Hola, mamá de Sara. Hola, mamá de Sara. Sara, ¿cómo está?
Hola, how are you doing today?
We're on
Bien,
the
bien, ¿y tú?
podcast.
Okay, yeah. Blessings, blessings.
Ah, bienvenidos. ¿Tú viaje ahora, ma?
Hold on.
You talking?
You was asking a question.
Uh-huh.
You said, say the question.
You guys try. ¿Tú viaje ahora?
Viaje ahora.
See, we're leaving
Sí, sí, sí.
soon. We're going to get an ice cream first.
Ice cream! Oh, man. I love ice cream, but it makes me fat very fast, so I have to stay away.
Huh.
I can have some every
Yeah,
once in a
This
while.
is
What,
this is the Ghirardelli ice cream. Ooh,
what kind of ice cream do you like, Sarah?
I love like a strawberry sundae. That's usually my go-to.
Mm. Oh, yeah, okay. Nice. Oh, well, all right. Well, listen, enjoy your ice cream. I'm going to browse around in the metaverse real quick and see if I can scare up some ghosts.
Thank you for playing this.
Um,
Thank you for joining in on the man test. I appreciate it.
yeah, well, it wasn't much of a test, but you're welcome. So,
What you mean? So much of a test.
because I quit. I mean, I must have answered some of the other questions, but oh well, it's fun. It's fun.
Okay. I appreciate
All right,
everybody
so
coming in
listen.
and joining in with us. Thank you for answering these questions for me.
Mm, all right, bestie. I'll talk.
All
I'll talk to
right.
you in a little bit.
I'm gonna be signing out because it's about to get loud.
All right. Enjoy the ice cream. See you
I,
later. Talk to you later.
I will talk to you later.
All right.
Bye. Bye everyone. Now, before I can actually make any kind of podcast episode for you guys, I want to explain one thing. Have you guys heard about Anchor? It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain how. One, it's free. Two, there's just many tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. And it'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other things like iTunes and such. You can make more money from your podcast regardless on how much you have already. So it's like extra money. Hello, who doesn't like free money? And then, it's everything you need to make a podcast all in one spot. So whenever you can, just download the free Anchor app at, your iTunes store, your Apple store, or your Google Play store, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thanks, y'all.